Merhog's Tale, Chapter 6, Lesson Number 1. Dale sighed as he shifted in his chair. He and Amy were in the library doing some research on Zife. While Amy was talking to the librarian about taking some of the books home, Tails was reading a book about mythical sea creatures. Almost as soon as they left the library, Amy's phone started to ring. She looked at the caller ID and saw that it was Sonic who was calling her.
Hey Sonic, what's up?
Just checking in. Started my new job today.
Your new job? You mean the one at the dolphin tank at the marine park? The what?
Tails' eyes widened in shock.
Yes, I know the tank's full of water, Amy. Last I checked, dolphins live in water. And yes, I do remember what water does to me, but I'm not going to let that run my life. I gotta go.
And with that, he hung up the phone. Amy and Tails looked at each other and sighed. When Sonic hung up on his friend, he signed and put it on one of the high shelves. Then he went to get on his rubber gloves. The only part of his body that wasn't covered up was his face and a bit of his arms. As he was carefully putting some fish into the buckets, his boss came in.
Okay, Sonic, all you have to do is give the buckets to the trainers, and that's it for today. You're new, and we think you should start slow.
Right, ready when you are.
He smiled and grabbed the 2 buckets. He took a deep breath as he stepped out into the light. He saw a large pool of water with a few dolphins swimming around, and a large crowd of people cheering on the other side. He gave the buckets to the trainers and went back inside. He quickly started filling another bucket, but he was careless this time. The tweezers he had been using slipped from his hand and fell into the bucket of water, creating a big splash. He gasped when a few water droplets fell onto his exposed arm. He quickly started looking for a towel, but he couldn't find one.
Try this,
Someone said and tossed him a towel. He caught it and immediately started drying himself off. Thankfully, he didn't transform. He looked at the doorway to see who it was and gasped. It was Emma Netz.
That was good timing, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, good timing. Why are you here?
That's a bit rude, boy. One might question your upbringing. But if you must know, I come here to see the marine life. Loving creatures, don't you think?
Sonic nodded slowly.
That I saw you and thought I'd come have a chat with you. I've been waiting for you to come down to my shop for a while. Now, about this sea fate business. And yet, you haven't turned up. Why is that?
I just want to get on with my life.
I understand that. But there are some very important things you need to know. Not just for your safety, but that of those around you. I want to see you at the docks first thing tomorrow, alone.
Before Sonic could ask her why she wanted to meet him, his boss walked in. He looked back at the cat, but she was gone.
So what did she want?
Knuckles asked. They were all hanging out in Tails' room, while the kid was bringing in some spray bottles filled with different liquids. Sonic was telling them about Emma Netz.
That she wanted to see me at the docks tomorrow.
So did you get any water on yourself?
Yeah, but it was only 1 drop and I wiped it straight off. I can do this job.
I knew it. I knew you should have thought about this more clearly.
What would that prove? I'm not going to be scared of every drop of water I see.
Calm down, guys.
Tails sighed as he picked up one of the spray bottles.
I think I've just about figured out which liquids won't turn you into a sea fae.
He explained before suddenly squirting Sonic's arm with the bottle. After a few seconds of silence, nothing happened.
Mostly vegetable oil, no change.
He muttered to himself as he wrote it down in her journal.
Why does she want you at the docks?
Amy asked as Tails squirted him with another bottle, but nothing happened again.
I don't know, but I know she wants to help me, so I'm going.
He suddenly cried out in shock when he transformed. He looked at Tails to see him holding another bottle.
That one had 32% water content. Also, it took you 10 seconds to change, just so you know.
He smiled as he grabbed his journal.
You okay?
Fine. Thanks, buddy.
The next morning, Sonic got up and raced straight to the docks. When he got there, the place was almost empty. except for a few early fishermen. He got to the end of the docks and saw Emma on a small motorboat.
Glad to see you listen to me.
She smiled as he climbed onto the boat, making sure not to get any water on him.
So why did you want me here?
He asked as she handed him some large towels.
What are these for?
You don't want to get wet, do you?
She asked and he started wrapping himself in the towels.
And to answer your other question, you need somewhere more private to train, so that's where we're going.
She explained and pointed out to sea. He followed her gaze and saw what she was pointing at, Mako Island. It took them 10 minutes to reach the island on the boat. As soon as they pulled up on the beach, Sonic jumped out and onto the dry sand, away from the small waves. Emma quickly followed. Before he could say or do anything else, she suddenly stood up straight and started to stretch. Sonic grimaced as he heard her bones crack. When she was done, she had a small smile on her face.
That was just what I needed.
She sighed and grabbed her bag.
So where are we going?
He asked as they hiked through the jungle. She smiled and pointed up to the volcano. The Mako Island used to be an active volcano until it went extinct about 300 years ago.
There's something very special to see, Faye, in that volcano. It's also very private.
Soon they came in a small hole in the ground near the waterfall. It was well covered by the thick jungle plants.
Come on, Ben.
Emma smiled at him before getting on her hands and knees and crawling into the tight hole. Sonic looked around nervously before following her in. It was a tight squeeze, but he could fit. As he was crawling towards the other end, he suddenly cried out as he slipped and started sliding down the tunnel. He coughed when he fell face first into the cold sand. Sonic quickly sat up and saw that he was lying in a small cave. He also saw Emma standing in the entrance to another chamber.
This way.
She said and went into the other chamber out of Sonic's sight. He quickly got up and followed her into the other cave. He looked around and gasped. The cave was quite large. While half of it was a sandy ground, the other half was a pool of blue, beautiful water. Sonic looked up and above the pool was the volcano's opening, which revealed the blue sky.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Emma smiled. She sat on a large rock in the corner.
Yeah. What is this place?
It's the perfect place for you to practice with your powers. Now tell me everything you know so far.
Well, I know I can breathe underwater, and when I touch water, I transform, and I can only change back once I've dried out.
It gets better. Do you know you can control water?
What? Really?
Yes. Now, I want you to follow my movements and listen to my words very closely.
She said as she stood up and started moving in a way that reminded Sonic of Tai Chi. He quickly started to copy as best as he could.
To control water, you must first find its qualities within yourself. As like you, it is strong and fluid. Water is the element of change. Its greatest strength is its great versatility. Now, I want you to close your eyes and feel the energy flow through your body.
Sonic closed his eyes and continued to do the moves she was doing.
I also want you to think about what you love, what keeps you bound to the land. And remember, let it flow.
He started thinking about Uncle Chuck, his friends, and being free before letting all those feelings flow through his body. He was a go-with-the-flow kind of guy anyway.
Very good, Sonic.
She said as he opened his eyes. He was shocked to find some water from the pool streaming around him, moving with his body. His body became rigid with fear, and before he knew it, the water suddenly turned into solid ice and fell to the ground, shattering.
That's enough for today, Sonic. Now, which way do you want to go?
What do you mean?
You see that opening down there?
Emma asked and pointed at the pool. Sonic looked closely at the pool and saw a tunnel just under the water at the other side of the pool. He nodded.
It leads to the ocean. You can take it and swim back home.
Why couldn't I do that before?
Because you didn't know where it was, and I didn't want you swimming aimlessly around the island, as there are a few sharks in these waters. Now, you go for a swim and I'll take the boat back to the town. I'll see you back here tomorrow after school.
With that, she started climbing up the tunnel to the jungle. Sonic looked at the pool and took a deep breath before jumping in. After a few seconds, he transformed. His tail fin opened up, and he swam for the exit tunnel. Soon he was in the open ocean. He quickly rose to the surface and saw where home was before diving down and starting to swim towards it. He saw a few sharks, but none of them seemed to take interest in him. When he got back to the shore, he went to a hidden part of the beach to dry off.